What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope you guys are having a great day. Man, I hear the weather is kind of bad in Florida, um, but man, you talk about a perfect day. Jeez, it's about 72 degrees, a slight breeze. Look how green everything is. And I'm out here busting a hump. I got almost 13,000 steps in today. And I'm moving bricks and moving dirt back and forth. Yeah, yeah. Uh, Filling in this ditch, got my water inspection and stuff done. Anyway, that's not why you guys are here. You're here because of the title. Dak Prescott's having a little bit of a problem with Mike McCarthy's play calling. Dak Prescott has had Kellen Moore calling plays for him for the last couple of years, since 2018. So he said getting used to Mike McCarthy's dialect, his heavy Pittsburgh accent, it's taken a little bit to get used to. Nothing major, but it's just got to get used to that little, twang that he's got with it. I hope that that's the only problem that we have as far as the play calling goes. Dak was also talking about the playbook, because there's, of course, speculation. Since Mike McCarthy's calling plays, will we be going to a whole new offense? Will we keep some of what we have, or just scrap everything? Well, Mike McCarthy has said all along that there's some things they want to keep, some things that they want to just get rid of. And so the things that work, we're going to hold on to. The things that didn't, we're going to get rid of that shit. So don't expect, well, here's what you can expect. We're not going to be doing a lot of running up the middle like we used to with a battering ram, since we don't have Zeke Elliott anymore. Unless with the June 1st cuts. Here's the thing that's interesting is DeAndre Hopkins cut wasn't a June 1st cut. They went ahead and just cut him flat out. So they're going to take $21 million cap hit for this year and be done with it, and basically save $9 million. So he technically is a free agent and can sign with anybody and get a contract basically starting all over, which is good for whoever signs him. I don't know if the Cowboys will sign him or not. But you have to believe that he's not going to be the only one, because, the speculations about Derrick Henry, they wanted to move on for his contract, as well as Dalvin Cook. That's another guy who they may want to move his contract as well. And we'll find that out in a few days, of course, on what's going to happen with those guys. But as far as Dak goes with this offense, I think we're going to be in better shape. I don't necessarily think. Here's the thing I think about with Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore is a Jason Garrett guy, okay? And Jason Garrett, the team would always do well until they got to the playoffs. And some people, when you get to pressure situations, don't know how to handle the pressure. And that's what it always felt like. We were doing things differently when it came to playoffs than we did during the regular season. The things that we did that worked, the 2 tight end sets, the hurry-up offense, getting Dak out of the pocket, we didn't do in the playoffs. It's kind of like they got scared. It's like, oh, I don't know, let's just go back to just slinging the rock. And it might be that Kellen Moore is just not that guy when it comes to playoff. Marty Schottenheimer, Brian's dad, was that guy who was not good in playoffs. Just wasn't. So we'll see what we see with Mike McCarthy calling plays. I think I would rather go with the guy who has had playoff experience, multiple playoff experience, and multiple playoff wins, including a Super Bowl, than I do looking at Kellen Moore. That's just me. Oh, boy. Well, I want to get all these bricks moved, at least the full-size bricks. And I want to get the good soil. Look at this. From when I dug that trench, this is incredible soil right here. and this went down like 3 feet deep. So I want to put the hard clay from the basement in the ditch, and I want to get these bricks moved because I want it to look nice out front. The question here, and this is where I'm waffling. Hopkins is basically, by his body language interview, doesn't want to go to New England, doesn't want to go to the Jets, would love to go to Kansas City, and would love to go to Buffalo. Of course, I don't know about Buffalo because Buffalo's cold as shit. Kansas City gets cold too. But you look at that as two teams that hopefully would challenge for a Super Bowl, and I can understand why he'd want to go there. Heck, I'd want to go there if I was him, as far as getting a ring. The question is, should the Cowboys do their due diligence on him, or have they already and look and say, nah, we don't want to spend that much money? See, for me, I'm going to put the phone down here. See, for me, here's the thing that I always say. One or the other, okay? Either the draft capital or the money. But you don't want to have to give up both. You don't want to give up a high draft pick and a whole bunch of money. You follow what I'm saying? And so now the draft capital is out of the equation with DeAndre Hopkins. To me, that makes it more, I'd be willing to sign him to a new contract. Be more willing to sign him to a contract. Although the problem is you're working on signing CD. And signing CD, depending on how much you got to pay for DeAndre, he might look at that and say, well, if you're going to pay him that, you got to pay me, X more. So that's the game that you don't necessarily want to play or get into right now. At least that's the way I see it at the moment. I've realized now, I'm tired as fuck. Excuse my language. But I'm tired, man. Shoots. We have been busting ass on this place. And I mean busting ass. And I think it's finally catching up to me. I don't want to leave this ditch open. Nobody should be on my property. But I don't want somebody to come on it and break their leg and then try and sue me. All right, good people. I will catch you on the flip side. Peace.